Hey gang, it's JC. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and this is your daily dose here at jc'sdailydose.com. Back in St. Louis after 6 days in Jupiter with the Cardinals. I'm telling you, it's no fun flying on airplanes these days. It's not like the old days. Remember the old Henny Youngman joke? He goes to the airport and goes up to the counter and says, all right, I would like this piece of luggage to go to Chicago, this one to go to Kansas City, this piece of baggage to go to Miami, and this one to go to Philadelphia. And the woman behind the counter says, sir, I'm afraid we can't do that. And he said, why not? The last time I flew with you, that's what you did. Insert rim shot. Carl? Anyhow, I never thought I'd be saying that I'd be glad to come back to Missouri drivers, but the driving up and down the main drag there in Florida, just outside of Jupiter along I-95, is a dangerous game. You pull out onto I-95 and these guys just gun it to 90 to 100 miles an hour. If there's any cops down there, I never saw them. Now all of that is counterbalanced by the southern Florida retirees who all drive like they have a bowl of goldfish on the front seat. We're back home and here we go. All right, now I told you there was going to be a story today about a former Cardinal, and here's that story right now. You know, Fernando Vina did our show for 3 years. He had a Tuesday morning segment at 7:45 for about 3 years, and we got along great. Then he went to Detroit, and then became an analyst for Fox Sports Midwest, and then on to ESPN. But where was he in 2006 when the Cardinals played the Tigers in the World Series? Well, I'm told that Fernando, this is a quote, couldn't go back to Detroit. Now, when you hear something like that, you figure, well, what does that mean? Usually it means there's something legal, or the cops are involved, or there's a summons. All I know is it's not good. One of these days, I will get the whole story from Fernando, and you will get it right here. All right, speaking of real-life sports stories, let's talk a little bit about The Blind Side, the Sandra Bullock movie that comes out on home video today. And everybody is telling you it is a great movie, and I'm here to tell you it stinks. This movie is so bad it's a joke. This is one level above a bad Disney flick or an ABC Kids After School special. Tim McGraw acting, yeah, it's like watching Roseanne Barr sing. A bunch of actual college football coaches acting in this movie as cameos. That is always a bad idea. I don't care what movie you're talking about. Bullock's performance is good. It's not great, but if you watch it side by side with Julia Roberts as Erin Brockovich, you're going to see it's the very same performance. About every 20 minutes, she tells somebody off. Don't lie to me. You better not be lying to me. You know, that sort of stuff. The woman Bullock portrays is lucky she wasn't raped and brutally murdered. She ought to be in church instead of in Hollywood trying to cut movie deals. Anyhow, you're being told by everybody that this movie is fantastic, and it's because people love Sandra Bullock. I love her too. I think she's great. I've interviewed her a couple of times in person. She's wonderful, but we got to keep it real here, and no recommendation for The Blind Side. However, I do have a movie to recommend for you, and it's also based on a true story, and it's called We Are Marshall. Now, almost nobody saw this movie. Go to the video store, rent We Are Marshall. It could change your life. All right, now we have a little celebrating around the old Corcoran palatial mansion today. 6 months ago, little Francesca arrived. FCC arrived on the scene 6 months ago, and I know that before long she's going to be crawling. We're going to have to baby-proof the house. And the next thing I know, she's going to be asking for the keys to the car. That's how fast it goes. Anyhow, happy 6 months to the little baby of the house. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to be telling you what you ought to be doing on Sunday night, and it sort of goes hand in hand with why I just love to get my hands on my high school history teacher. Also, tomorrow, we're going to tell you how one of the Cards owners gets to the spring training games. That's tomorrow here on jc'ontheline.com. In the meantime, that's your daily dose for Tuesday, March 23rd. Make sure you tell all your friends and everybody who used to listen to the show that we are up and running here every day, Monday through Friday. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.